What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing another World of Tanks video. For those of you that are new here, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and for my regular viewers and subscribers, hello, welcome back, welcome one and all. And as always, a like would be greatly appreciated. I cannot stress this enough, as it helps my channel to grow and flourish. And today I shall be playing in my Panzer III-4. This is part of the Leopard tech tree. This is not a Road to Commander. I've just recently decided to start taking advantage of whatever wargaming has on promotion, has on offer. Because there's 25% discounts, I think it is, on the cost of the tanks, and 25% discount on the XP. To gain to move up to the next tier tank, and I think it's 25. I'm not sure, but there's definitely, there's discount is reduced. So I've decided to take advantage of this. And whatever they have on sale, on offer, so to speak, I'm gonna go for. And if I do enjoy the grind on that tank, then I'll continue onwards to the tier 10, and possibly maybe it might turn into a Road to Commander. And right now I haven't really decided which next tier 10 to aim for, but I thought, why not? They got this on promotion, there's a discount, for these tanks. Go for it. But this is not necessarily what this video is about. This series, this sets of videos, this is not what it's about. It's this video, today's upload, is about how to play those lower tier games. Now, I never usually play like tier 2, 3 and 4, because I usually have enough free XP to to bypass all that, and you don't gain that much experience from playing those games. I think on a regular basis the only tier 4 I have is the Lux. That's the only tank that I play on a regular basis, and I'm sure there's other tanks there, tier 3, tier 4, that are a blast to play. But when I'm doing a grind, generally speaking, it seems to start on tier 5, and like with the M48 I started on tier 5. Here I am for the Leopard, I'm starting on tier 5. And so this video is about how to play these games, because it's a totally different world, totally different kettle of fish playing these games than it is playing the higher tier games, where you know what the bad guys are going to do, because they're going to be doing exactly what you would be doing if you were in their shoes. If you're on, if I was on this map, I would know the TDs are going to be over here camping. I know the heavies are going to be pushing over there. But on the lower tier games, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit crazy, spontaneous, and there's the element, what I call, the YOLO players, which are just players that are just come at you and shave off like 25% of your hit points, and then die. And it kind of mucks up your game, completely, and you need to be very, very wary of them. And so these are I just wanted to showcase how I play these games, how I play these lower tier games. So as you can see, I think it was it's a tier 5 game, and I'm in my Panzer III-4. Is it III-4, 4-5? I can't remember. And I'm doing pretty much what I always do, which is taking the island. But you will see that, and in most of these games, I'm very, very passive. I'm not very aggressive, and the reason being is because of the fact that the players in these games are a bit nutty, a bit crazy. That's the first thing. And the second thing is your amount of hit points. Your amount of hit points are so low the reason why the games are over so quick is because somebody can unload 3-4 shells into me in the space of 30 seconds and I'm dead. And that's why these games last so quick. They're over in the jiffy, because the amount of hit points compared to the damage that guns can inflict, you can be dead in a second. So the name of the game for me, and I'm like I said, these are not rules and regulations. This is me playing. These are my personal opinions. This is how I do it, and it's really is enjoyable for me. And I do have success somewhat. Is I'm very, very cautious, and I'm not out to get kills. I'm not even interested in getting kills. Of course, I'm taking advantage of the fact that I've got a really quick reload speed, as most of the tanks do in these tier games. But the name of the game is keep those hit points. Keep those hit points. Do not lose any hit points, and because of that, you have to be very, very conservative in the way that you play. And keep those hit points, especially your hit points are really, really vulnerable at the beginning of the game, in the opening stages of the game, because those YOLO players, those nutjob players, they need to be kicked out, so to speak. They need to be gotten rid of, so to speak. They need to get rid of themselves, and you need to avoid them until they are kicked out, and because that's primarily what mucks up your game in these lower tier matches. That's primarily, in my opinion, why you have a bad game in these lower tier matches, because people are just not using any kind of tactics, any kind of strategies. They're just, what if I did this? What would happen? Oh, I got some shots off and I died. And those shots that he got off before he died, and he just shrugged his shoulders and went on to the next tank, the next game, mucked up your entire game. You were there trying to play smart and be tactical, and it just mucked up your game because this numbskull, unloaded a couple of shots into you, which kind of had a wave effect and the chain reaction, and you just mucked up the rest of your game. So in the beginning, you can see I have preserved all my hit points in this game. I have 440 hit points. I have not lost any hit points. You can see I was very cautious, and you could say it's pretty much sniper mode. It's a little bit of camping, and but it's not camping at the same time, because I'm kind of holding back camping, if you want to call it that, because my gun is it's got such a quick reload speed, and it's like I can deal out 100 hit points worth of damage with each shot. You're taking advantage of that, and it's, if you imagine there's 5-10 players on the enemy team, and each of them have got like 400-500 points worth of health. You're just picking away. In the beginning stages, first 2 minutes of the game, the YOLO, the nutjob players, look, here we go. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's just gunning straight down the bridge. I mean, what is the point of this? You can see he's going straight into my buddies. He can mostly see all of them. What is the point of that? He's getting spotted damage up. He's trying to do that. I haven't got a clue. Actually, he's still alive. Look, he's still alive down there. I can see him, little mini map. People requesting fire. Why do you need to request fire? I mean, your gun can reload in 2 seconds in these games. So in the beginning stages of the game, the YOLO players kind of get eliminated, and then you settle down and you settle back, and I'm talking about conserving my hit points when I'm on 177, and then you kind of settle back and you settle down, and you you go to the next stage of the game, which is you kind of want to see how the battle plays out, how it's going to evolve, what's going to happen, which flank's going to, suffer, fall, push forward, pull back, this, that, and you just want to keep an eye out on the battle and how's it all playing out, and just take advantage of any little situation that pops up, and at the same time conserve your hit points. I can see this flank over here, and they're just fully focused on my buddies and nothing else, and I'm just taking advantage of the situation, taking advantage of the battle. I'm part of the battle, but I'm not at the same time, and I'm supporting my team, but I'm not supporting them with them at the same time, if you know what I mean. Because, like I said, you want to conserve those hit points, because you need to last till the end of the game, and that's really, really important for these lower tier games, and for you to enjoy these games. Because when I do play these games, I really do enjoy them. I never used to, because I think I used to be like a YOLO player, and I think when I first started World of Tanks, it was just everybody's running around randomly, and you would do the same. But now it's kind of like, okay, I've developed some tactics, some strategies here. I know what I can do, and I'm going to take advantage of everybody's weaknesses, not weaknesses of their tanks, mind you, just weaknesses of the players as players. And you can see it's kind of like that flank has fallen. It's an unwinnable situation, and I've pulled back. I'm not gonna go and pick a fight with these guys when I know it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Again, this gentleman has tunnel vision. He's just ignoring me. A Churchill, I respect the Churchill. Pull back. Don't even bother. Don't even try. And Mr. Lux, and this is a little bit different, because I see a Lux and I see myself in a Lux, and I say to myself, the Lux is a badass mother fudger and needs to be taken out at all costs. He lights everybody up on a battlefield, and he needs to be taken out. And as you saw, I chased him down, but it's too little too late. There's only myself and another scout left, and that's it. We're done. This game is done. I did all that I could. I did my best. This game is over. There's nothing. And what can you do? You make a last stand. And how do you make a last stand? You make a little fort, and you guys know all about this. You make a little fort, and you make your last stand. For those of you that don't know about this place, welcome. It's the Batcave. And what can you do? You put up a good fight. As you can see, I got 10 really great hits on the bad guys. I took out 2 of them. I got 12 hits. Oh, 13. So nice bit of damage on the enemy team. But what can you do? You do your best. Thank you very much. The Panzer has left the building. And I can't remember when I talk so much. Getting that nice. Remember to check your ops. Ops are very, very important. Check each and every day. They seem to change them each and every day. And but look at that damage, 1,288. The most amount of damage, because I was just taking advantage of my gun, and I was hiding. But this is this game here is a classic example of what not to do. I mean, tier 6 match, KV-1S, VK-36, all these big fat tanks, and you can see I'm hesitant, I'm nervous, I'm not sure where to go. and I don't have a game plan here. I don't have a game plan, and I didn't want to go on the left hand side of the map. I saw there was a whole bunch of mediums, and so I said, F it, I'm gonna go into town. Am I gonna go down the middle? No, I'm not gonna be that effective if I go down the middle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into town. What's the game plan? Did I check who was joining me? Who was supporting me? When you're in town, can you really hold back and watch how the battle's gonna play out? No, you can't. So as I was going into town here, I was uneasy, I was nervous. I didn't have a game plan. I didn't say, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to this spot or that spot and do this and do that. I was just like, the only smart thing I did was I saw this KV-1 and I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna hide behind this KV-1. That was the only smart thing I did pretty much in this match. But there was no game plan. There really wasn't. And yeah, so I've put myself in a total pickle here, because 2 or 3 of them can just pull out, unload, and I'm gonna be dead. So where I am, it's a mistake. It's a total mistake on my part. I should be, like I said, holding back, seeing how the game plays out, and the bad guys are being smart. They're flanking us from the rear, from the left, from the right, all over. I've got tunnel vision for this Lux for some reason, and it's because you don't have a game plan, you don't have a strategy. So something falls into your lap, and you say to yourself, okay, I'll do that, and you get tunnel vision. I saw that Lux and I didn't have a game plan, and I said to myself, oh, okay, I'll go for that Lux. No, you need to look at the bigger picture and understand, it's a battle, and it just doesn't work like that. And right now I'm done. I know I'm done. Gentleman here, he's anticipating me coming around the corner and takes me out. Perfect example of what not to do. You should always have some kind of game plan, some kind of idea of what you're going to do, what kind of tactics you're going to use, what kind of strategy, etc, etc. And this is the final game. I hope I'm not boring you guys, and I just really thought, I really do enjoy myself when I play these lower tier games, and I know a lot of people don't, but I get on like Cliff or Mountain Pass, and I do remember saying to myself, oh god, what the heck am I supposed to do on this map, Mountain Pass, Cliff, what the hell can you do in this, in this tiny little tank? Because you compare it to the big games that you play in your Tiger 2 or in your Death Star, and you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. And you can see it's all about preserving my hit points. 440 hit points, and I'm preserving them. I'm gonna take pot shots at the bad guys wherever I can and unload this gun as much as I can, but I'm not out for kills. I'm here to earn XP and silver, because I want to move up to the next tank as quick as possible, and that's what I want to do. Absolutely. And I'm being Sixth Sense, I'm not being sected. Get a nice shot in on the SU-85, and I know they can't see me. Shoot into the blind, miss, and I'm just basically in sniper mode. I'm in sniper mode, holding back here, taking advantage of these SpongeBobs up on the ridge, and the fact that I'm not getting lit up. But I'm keeping a key eye on what's going on my right hand side. I can see those 2 mediums pushing up, but there's time to deal with them. There's time. They're not mobile, they're not moving, so obviously they're doing exactly what I'm doing, and but how much success are they having? So I'm detected, I'm Sixth Sense. Do I want those shots? No. Pull back, and I see that it's a KV-1. Much respect to the KV-1. I'm not gonna tangle, whatever it is, with him, you know, unless I know, you know, he's not going to unload his gun on me. Absolutely. Valentine, I mean, look at that, 2 shots. T46, I mean, he's a tier 3. I kind of feel bad for them. KV1. You're not gonna pen. I'd be surprised at it. Maybe there. No. Possibly, maybe, possibly. And here come the mediums. And I got the impression that they're kind of YOLO players, you know, because they're just like, you know, and I kind of I'll give them a wide berth, you know, I really will. I'm just pulling back. I'm, you know, give them room to do their thing, you know. Well, at least that gentleman there, he was a bit of a YOLO player, because he just came at me, have at it, you know, gung-ho, going for it. And it's just kind of like, don't be scared, don't be intimidated, just hide as much as you can, pull back, use your armor if possible, and just, they'll get taken out. It's just a question of how many hit points are you going to lose, and, you know, until they do get taken out, you know. So this is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the video with the YOLO players, basically. That was a classic example of just that. So doing pretty well here, got 4 kills, you know. But am I trying to get these kills? No, I mean, a lot of lower tier tanks I've taken out. But I'm having great success, you know, because I'm very conservative. You know, I'm definitely holding back. I'm not pushing forward, you know. And I'm taking it easy, basically, you know. We finally got him. How many shots did that take? And there's Mr. KV1. Now he presents his side perfectly, and I get some nice shots in. And you can see I'm not pushing forward, you know. I mean, I respect the fact that it's a KV1, so take it easy, you know. There we go, tracking. And I'm not, you know, I can take shots from here all day long, so why should I push forward, you know, and risk myself? Managed to finally take out the KV1. Picking up kill number 6. How sweet is that? But is there a sense of accomplishment? Not really. I mean, it's, you know, you saw those tiny little smidgens of tanks. So anyhow, we're coming to the end. Like I said, take it easy, my friend, when you're in these tier games. Hold back. Just let the game play out. Let the battle play out. And while it is, you know, take some pot shots, you know. Take some pot shots at this guy, that guy. Don't risk your tank. Don't risk your hit points. And then, you know, take advantage of any situations, but just don't go for it. Don't YOLO. Don't this, don't that. Just be cautious. Be careful. And you'll have a good game. You really will have a good game. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.